Hello everyone. Thank you again for joining this class. We are continuing from where we have stopped last time. We just take a look at the interface of Microsoft Excel and whatnot. So it was just an overview of how you can maneuver around through the Microsoft Excel interface, and we are trying to last time we were trying to see the different options of Microsoft Excel, like the functions that we do have. So basically, the last video that we actually took, it was about the different types and whatnot. So today we just want to see the basic functions of Microsoft Excel, some of the powerful features that it has. And next time we are going to finish with the other, some little bit of advanced features that we can use in Microsoft Excel, conditioning, formatting, and whatnot. So first of all, I would like to show you how you can actually delete columns and rows, and how you can do, and you can copy and paste and do undo and redo functions. So for you to select the whole column, what you need is to move the mouse to the column name or header. Then you place it, it will select the whole column, and you can select different columns with such a trick. And if you want to select the whole rows, you can actually use the row names or row headers. Right here, you just select that one and you can select the whole column, the whole row. And for you to delete this row, what you need to do, once you select it, just press right click and press delete. It's going to delete the whole row. We can see it right here clearly. However, we can use this feature to select these ones when we are doing our calculations. So let's see how we can do column and paste in Microsoft Excel. So I'll just create a simple data, and I just say maybe here age, and I'll create here nothing, maybe here just say 22. Here I will just say maybe William, and I'll put age maybe 23. Here maybe Natasha, I'll put maybe 27. And here last one I can just say noun, and I'll put here maybe 18. So what I've done is just a simple data that I have inserted in Microsoft Excel. So for me, let me show you how you can also format this data to make it look cool. You can just highlight the whole cell. So in order to highlight the whole cell, use your mouse, highlight the first one, and click and drag to highlight the whole cell. So I'll just place here the fill tool and place it right here. I can just change the font color maybe to white. I also highlight these two columns, and let's make it a little bit of dark and create select the color to be white. And yeah, by doing so, I have created I have just formatted the whole column and the whole cells in these columns and rows. So there is some other things that you need to actually know when using Microsoft Excel. If we highlight here the row and place maybe control, maybe we want to copy this, to move this row between William and Natasha right here. If I press here Control V or copy, so if I say I copy this row, let me just say here copy, you can see that I've highlighted the whole row. So if I want to paste it right here, maybe I want to paste it below William. If I press here and press paste, you see what has happened. It has overridden the whole row of William. But in order to actually paste below William, there is also a simple way to do so. You can see, to show that the rows are copied, there is a border which is moving right here. So it's showing that the row has been copied, is actively copied. So let me press Ctrl Z to go back to William. So in order to paste the Naomi row below William, I will need to highlight the William row, press right click, then insert copied cell. Then you can see that it gives me options. If I want to paste and shift the William row to the right, or if I want to shift the cell down, so it will shift the Natasha cell down. And if I press copy here, you can see that it will shift the William row down. So what we have done here, we have actually inserted the Naomi row above without overwriting the William row. So that's how you can do. You can paste in Microsoft Excel. Now, let's take a look on other features that we need to have. We need to use. For example, if we do need to actually use Microsoft Excel in our calculations, we will need to use other features such as autofill. So, for example, if I can actually come up with maybe a list of fruits, or let me just say here, fruits ID, then here I can just say fruits name. Now, there's also one thing I want to show you. You can see that this word name, it has overridden the size of the cell. So in order to shift this one to accommodate the full name, just need to go here at the top of the header and double click, and it will fix that for you. And maybe here I can just place category, and here cost and whatnot. So on fruit ID, I can just say FR and 001. So what I've done so far here, I am just pressing a random ID FR001, but I need to use a feature called autofill. So Microsoft Excel is intelligent to understand that you are writing numbers in a sequence. You can see that it's able to see that 001 is a number in sequence. If you go at the bottom right corner, there is a dot symbol here at the corner. What you need to do is to double click to select it without even seeing it, drag it down. So if you can see this, it has actually use the autofill function to fill the numbers in a sequence. So it can actually reduce the workload of what we are doing so far. So let's see another way of doing this. So to use autofill, okay. Before we also use autofill, I just want to show you another feature in Microsoft Excel called autocomplete. So in here, I can just say maybe an apple, and category here, maybe I can just say vegetable or fruits or something. I don't know the categories of these. So if I also want to place an apple as with an ID FR002, what I need to do, I don't need to write the whole apple word. I just need to write A. And you can see that there is an autofill function inside inside this cell. So you don't have to actually write the whole passage. So let me just write here orange and lemons. And right here, let me just write fruits or something like that. So fruits. And here, the same thing, fruits. So these features actually help you to maximize your efficiency when working with these this worksheet that you are trying to put your data in. So let's say we want to put the cost. Now, maybe I would just say maybe this cost is 50 kwacha, maybe 50 kwacha as well. Here, oranges are 200 kwacha, and the lemons are 100 kwacha. Now, you can see these are just numbers right here. This is not the currency. So in order to put the currency, we talked about this, that Microsoft has got formatting features that can actually identify that you are putting these values as currencies. So I just need to highlight them and go to the number tab and click the drop down arrow on general, and I'll press currency. Now, because my laptop was actually bought, in South Africa, so you can see that the currency is in rand, and we need to change that currency and put it in Malawi kwacha. So I can just go here and not at the drop down now, but this right corner window to actually see the more functions of this feature. So on currency, I'll just go here on symbols, and I need to actually identify a symbol for Malawi kwacha, which is MWK. So MWK is right here, and just press OK. So on your Microsoft worksheet, you are going to work with Malawi kwachas. So we have seen autofill with this fruit ID. We have seen autocomplete with this fruit name. Then we'd like to see AutoSum, which is also another feature in Microsoft Excel in order to sum up, do fast calculations in summing up these maybe these cost that we're working with. So on this cell, I'll just write total. However, on this cell that I've highlighted, I'll go and place AutoSum right here. If I can just click AutoSum, you can see it has highlighted this section. So it actually selects cells relative to the cell that I've selected, which is right here. So it's summing up the numbers that are above me. If these were not numbers, it couldn't detect it. So you can see it's summing up this empty cell. We don't want that in good practice, but since it's an empty cell, we can leave it. We can also select cells that we want, but in this case, we want to select these ones. So by just doing this and press enter, it has summed up our cells. It has summed up our cells and putting them in this cell. So we can see that the whole multiplication, the whole cost here is 400 watt. And if we change this to maybe, let me say 600 watt and press select, you can see that it's automatically summing up these values. So that's how you can actually work with Microsoft AutoSum feature. Now, let's see another thing that we can use with autofill. And this thing is very important. We call them smart tags. So for example, if you are putting maybe working with the data that it has to do with the months of the year or dates or something like that, there is a function in autofill that does that. If we say January right here, January. So you don't want to actually fill this manually. You can use autofill by clicking the bottom right corner of the cell and drag and drop. And you can see that it has filled the cells with the names of the months. And you can continue working on those months that you are working with. So that's the power of autofill. Now, lastly, let me just show you how you can sort these functions. So these were letters that you're working with. Now, Microsoft Excel has also another feature called sort. And if you want to use it, you can just press a single cell right here. You go at the top right-hand corner and press on sort. So it actually gives you features or function options for sorting if you want to sort from A to Z or from Z to A. Now, take a look at the cells that I've actually placed in here. You can see that the IDs are in an ordered manner, but if I press sort from Z to A, now check it out. It has placed this column here that I've just placed, maybe I just selected a single cell from Z to A. So O, L, A, just like this. But the list of the cells have actually been sorted in accordance to this cell right here. So you can see that the ID now, it actually corresponds to the name of the fruit right here. So you can't actually distract everything when working with this. But it's a good practice to sort by the ID of the contents that you have written right here. So anyway, this is all I had for you in this section. And I believe you practice a little bit of this. I don't want to go hard on you to show you some crazy things with Microsoft Excel, because I know that most of us tikamayamba ophunzira Microsoft Excel, anthu ambiri amatipanga intimidate with very much difficult functions. But in this course, I just want to show you a little bit of things that you can use on daily basis as an ordinary person. So if you want to go and maybe in professional side, you go there. I also actually provide this year the professional course of this Microsoft Excel. But however, for now, just use these simple things when working with Microsoft Excel so that you can build your knowledge as time goes.